And welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. So last time we completed the Rapids race at last, and then started doing a whole lot of fishing. So I ended up re-entering the fishing area, and encountered this, a blooper. So this is the rare fish I was alluding to last time. So when it dives up, you want to let go, like that. So, and then you can start trying to catch it afterwards. So I did some more research, cross-referencing several different sources, and we could have actually caught these two fish a lot earlier. Apparently the Cheep Cheep appears after you complete Angler's Tunnel, and the blooper appears after you clear Catfish's Maw. We do get another rare fish. Let me fish around in my wallet for a nice reward. How's 50 rupees sound? A blooper, huh? Good one. I'll hook you up with a new lure for that. You got the heavyweight lure, just what you need to catch the deepest dwelling fish. Wanna keep going? Sure. Actually, no. I'm gonna say no to this because I want to show this off. We have to pay more money, but we have to pay money anyway, so it's all good. So when you see a glowing spot in the pond, that usually means something rare is there. What rare fish there'll be, that's kind of the question. So there's a specific type of rare fish that appears after getting through the face shrine, and I am hoping it appears sooner rather than later. It's actually right there, down at the bottom. That blue fish in the water, it's gonna put up a fight, but we actually got it to spawn really quickly, which is nice. It's at the very bottom, so the heavyweight lure that we just got is definitely the best way to go about this. Please see the lure. Don't leave me in suspense. There it goes. So this fish is gonna be a pain. Nothing can be worse than the mission mode in Sonic Adventure, though, if I'm being blunt. The fishing in that is brutal, so again, this feels pretty easy going by comparison. I feel like I'm not making much progress here, but I think I am. Okay, it was struggling, so we need to let go there. Yeah, we're pushing your luck here. There we go. Wow, lots of people say they caught Old Baron, but you actually did it. Oh, 58.62 inches, that's a big one, way to reel them in. Well, blow me down, you deserve at least 100 rupees for that. Is there something caught in Old Baron's mouth? You got a chamber stone. Problem. This is the first time you landed one this size, huh? Let's mark the occasion with a secret seashell. You found a secret seashell. Neat. I didn't actually intend to do that, to be honest. So that's slightly problematic, actually. To get all of the rewards from this, you need to catch a fish that I think is at least 60 inches? And that was 58. So that means we have to catch another Old Baron to get this to work. So again, the fastest way to do this, if you have the money, is to just constantly exit and re-enter until the fish spawns in. Not super great, to be honest, on your wallet, but I shouldn't have entered. I don't think the pond was glowing, probably, since there were no rare fish there. Okay, it is glowing, so let's try it. Again, we have plenty of rupees, this is not the best way to go about this, but, yeah, there's a Cheep Cheep. Again, this is random when you see the glowing spot, so, yeah, so no glow, so that means we actually can't catch it here. So I guess we can just try again later. Hey, at least we got one. And I also didn't know that secret seashell was there, to be honest. Alright, I'm gonna try something. Re-entering a building and seeing if that respawns. Nope. Also, by the way, the Ring of Light isn't necessarily indicative of that. You can actually get them to spawn in just by catching surrounding fish. But the Ring of Light obviously is a much faster method if you have the rupees. Or you can catch a small, or like a green fish, so you at least don't lose rupees. But yeah, there are ways to do this efficiently. Again, I'm slightly miffed that the fish was 2 inches shy of what you actually need. But the good news is, we officially have way more seashells than we actually need. Raise your sword overhead. I shall grant you new power. You got the Koholint sword. You should put your name on it right away. So this sword has sword beams, and if I'm not mistaken, does double damage. So, this is again why I personally say go for the blue mail, so you have both double defense and double damage. Obviously, I think you can swap mails at any time if you go through the color dungeon again, so it's not too big of a deal. But I just personally like going for blue mail first to avoid having to swap out later. So where are we going? I think we're going to that little square down there. It's actually an unmarked spot on our map, so we should see what's down there. Alright, so from here, we need to go down. Yeah, we haven't actually gone this way yet. Okay, not down there, apparently. Down there. If you haven't actually helped, or needed hints at all, which is kind of fun, outside of dungeon hints, but yeah, we haven't had to use the phones at all. I think there's actually a photo of Old Man Elvira in the original game. Or I keep saying original because, again, I keep thinking of DX as the original when it's absolutely not the original because, yeah, Link's Awakening wasn't originally a Game Boy Color game. It was definitely Game Boy original. It's just because that's the only version I've experienced, I just think of it as the original. So we have a lot of signposts here. So we got a little bit of a maze. So looking at this signpost, start here, go this way. So we come to this sign. The writing is on the other side, so we have to actually go around. Go this way. And you see what we're having to do here. We're just basically going to the corresponding sign in the direction indicated. How the heck are you supposed to do this? Can we... Okay, we can lift these. That makes sense. Hopefully we don't need to come back here. Go this way, so directly north of this sign. So it should be this one? Go this way. I guess it would be this sign. Oh shoot. Wait, what? Oh, it was that sign over here. I hope the crates respawn, because otherwise we can't get over there. They do, cool. It's kind of a neat idea. It's almost like a budget Lost Woods. You know, obviously, I don't know how easy it would be to set up an entire area like in the Lost Woods of, you know, the whole mechanics there. So this feels like kind of like a budget way to do the same idea of like having to follow a specific sequence of events. Just making it like a one-screen puzzle instead. So again, I don't know if that was the intention, that's kind of just the vibe I get from this, and I actually find it really cool. Okay, this is designed to trip you up potentially. Two signs right next to each other, that's a little tricky. Go this way. Is it this sign? Go straight down. Right. Yeah, it's like the one on the same plane. Wait, what? Oh shoot, it's this sign. I was just saying that, it's not like on the same plane. I feel like I've never had this much trouble with this puzzle before. I feel like it's actually easier on the original. Because of the perspective of it. Obviously, being straight up a 2D Zelda game, I feel like it's harder to misjudge depth perception. And quite frankly, I do tend to struggle with depth perception games. So yeah, I feel like that's kind of throwing me off here a little bit. Again, on a Game Boy game, it's a lot more grid-like, so I think it would actually be a little bit easier. So this way, so again, it's this sign. Not gonna make that mistake 2 times in a row. This way, so it should be... Again, it's like, to me, the sign on the right and the sign on the left don't feel exactly lined up to me. And that's just a weird perspective thing on my part. So it's this sign. Go this way, so it's the left sign of these two. Being very careful. This is one case where 8-directional movement is actually kinda nice. Great, you did it, your reward is this way. 8-directional movement is nice because it's harder to accidentally move diagonally away. That took way longer than it should have, but we made it. Rip it, I'm Mamu on vocals, but I don't need to tell you that, do I? Everybody knows me. Want to hang out and listen to us jam? For 300 rupees, we'll let you listen to a previously unreleased cut. What do you say? You've been a wonderful audience, no encores, Croak. You've learned the Frog's Song of Soul. It's a very moving tune, it can even liven up unliving things. If you play this song, you'll make everything around you feel more alive. This game did a frog choir before Ocarina. It's always fascinating going back to this game and having that realization of like, wow, this game did this thing first. Even though Ocarina does get more credit for a lot of these things. Not to take away from Ocarina of Time, mind you, but again, it feels very weird to me because it's simultaneously, like, kind of groundbreaking because it set the standard for 3D Zeldas, but it's kind of almost like an adaptation of what came before, but in the 3D space. Like, Mario, when Mario went 3D, it felt like they kind of did their own thing. Like, 3D Mario and 2D Mario structurally were very different up until 3D Land and 3D World. With Zelda, the basic flow of the game feels very comparable from the 2D era to the 3D era. And yeah, they took a lot from the 2D era, and I find it really kind of interesting when you really get to see this in perspective. There's a glowing spot, we're gonna try this once more. Nothing special, dang it. That's a large sheep though. I'm actually also not sure of the size requirement for that secret seashell. I wanna say it's like 30 or something, but again, I know there's a chamber stone for 60. Okay, we have a few minutes left. I'm gonna try to power through here. Just because I'm feeling like going like full stubborn mode with this particular quest. Get it over with. Again, it was just really unlucky that that fish was barely too small to count. The first playthrough I did of the remake, the old Baron I caught was 66 inches. So I easily cleared that goal without even trying. So again, 2 birds with 1 fish, which is actually a really cool, bit of luck there. Of course, when I'm actually doing a Let's Play, I don't get that lucky because that feels actually kind of standard, you know. I feel like people talk about Let's Play luck a lot, and it does tend to be kind of true, actually. So we're gonna give up fishing for now because we're not even getting a glowing spot there anymore. So we were told that the song is good for making things feel a bit more alive. If we push this statue, we get a secret passage. Grandma Yahoo's not here, she's in the animal village. That's what Grandpa Orira said on the phone. So that's a hint in case you didn't get the broom, or didn't do the broom part of the trading quest. She moves to the animal village, so that's to tell you where to find that part of the trading quest. Anyway, there is a suspicious looking skeleton right here, so let's play our newly acquired song. Wow, the rooster has recovered. He seems very friendly. So, speaking of things reminiscent in Ocarina of Time, we have a blue rooster. So this reminds me a lot of the special, like, yeah, the blue Kuko in Ocarina, Kojiro. Again, I don't know if this was intended or not, but again, I find them very comparable. Compared to Kojiro, though, the blue rooster is actually necessary to it's necessary to reach a dungeon of all things. Because when we pick up the blue rooster, we kind of glide along the ground. Kind of a nice way to travel. I wish the game had this kind of system all the time. Okay, one more attempt. And then we'll move on, for real. And then I'll try this, like, later. Okay, that does not look 60 inches, but we'll try it. I actually don't know if I can catch this before the episode ends. There's only like a minute or two left. This might be a slightly long episode compared to some of the more recent ones, just to catch this dang fish. If I will see the lure. You might just call it here, and then I'll try to catch it next time. I think I actually will do that. So I'm gonna pull the lure back up, and we're gonna start out the episode trying to catch that old baron down at the bottom. So, yeah, next time we're gonna catch a fish. Hopefully it'll be the right size, otherwise we'll just get a lot of rupees for it. And next time, we'll also hopefully reach the mountains, where our next dungeon lies. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more of The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening.